This is their air compression back stretching mat. Flexibility and stretching are the definition of youth. And if you're someone like myself who has had lower back problems for most of my adult life, you will be amazed at what this can do. Now listen, I know it's not pennies. It's a $200 item. It's $199.95. But if you are someone who suffers and the first thing you're thinking about is your lower back when you wake up, and it's the last thing you think about late at night, then maybe you want to try this, because I think it can make a difference. Brooke Mills is our HoMedics representative. Brooke, you brought this to QVC a while back. I've got to tell you, it is a specially built piece of equipment that helps to stretch out those back muscles, and that feels good.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you, Dan, and I'm glad you feel the same way, because first of all, let's start with the brand. It's by HoMedics. They have been a leader in health and wellness since 1987, and they truly understand how important stretching is to the human body. So they actually partnered with yoga instructors to create this air compression mat that has tiny, tiny little air chambers throughout the entire mat that slowly inflate and then slowly deflate in sequence to simulate yoga style stretches. Now, this is for any fitness level. So let's say you're someone who never works out, doesn't want to work out, doesn't like it, but start here, because it's actually proven that stretching is a form of exercise.
Yep.
Because it maintains the range of motion in our joints, because without it, our muscles become short and tight, especially as we age.
HoMedics, I mean, they've got this technology down.
Yep.
They started creating massage pillows way more than a decade ago. But this is more than just a massage. The whole idea here is to stretch without you physically having to exert any of the energy to do so. So in my lower back issue, and right now I've got a blown out knee, it would be difficult for me to stretch my back without this. Now I'm also stuck with, I've got battery packs all over me for my microphones, so I can't get down on this. But you can see how the mat has expanded, and it will continue through a whole series of different exercises. So how much time should I dedicate to this, Brooke, to be able to feel a little bit better?
So Dan, the programs are anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes, and you do have 4 preset programs, but that's a great shot there. So you can see right now, those air chambers are filling up my lumbar area. It's slowly, it's gradually, it doesn't hurt, it actually feels good. It's doing the body good, but the best part is the mat does all the work for us. There's actually stores now that you can go to get stretched out, because I think people are realizing over time how important stretching is to the human body. But let's go through the remote, because the remote is attached, by the way, love that. So there's 4 programs, and those programs, again, are anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes. The first one is Twist, and that's a nice rotation back and forth from side to side. Thank you for the shot. The next one is Flow. That's a rolling wave that starts at the base of your neck and goes all the way down to your glutes.
Yeah,
then
that feels
there's
good.
Energize. Oh my gosh, Energize, that's my favorite. It's also Kirsten's favorite too, by the way, because it truly feels like that first big stretch in the morning. It feels so good. And then last is called Stretch, and that elongates your spine. That starts at your glutes and goes all the way to the base of your neck. At the bottom there, that's where you'll see the 3 levels of intensity. We always recommend that you start on level 1 and then work your way up.
Yeah, I learned that. Because I do Pilates.
Oh, great. I didn't know that.
Well, I'm still working on it. My wife is the one who got me involved in it. I'm 25 pounds lighter than I was in March. So I didn't realize how important flexibility and strength is. So when I first had an opportunity to play with this, I went, you know what? I've been to 3 Pilates classes. I'll just turn it all the way up. Start at 1. Because it will stretch you in a way that I don't know that you could do on your own unless you had gone through some pretty serious training. So this helps your body and assist. And it's not just for injury control. Brooke, athletes, whether they be high school athletes, junior high school, it's very important to stretch before you exercise, but it's even more important to stretch afterwards, because that's what alleviates the injuries.
Right, and you know what? It's proven that stretching in itself is a form of exercise that's going to do the body good. It makes you feel good. So whether you're someone like my mother who tends to wake up stiff, She gets on this mat every single morning. She really does, because it does the body good. It makes her feel looser. It just gives her energy to go on with her day. I use it. I really feel it helps with my posture. I know a lot of people use it to work out all the time, but so often they forget to stretch.
Right.
And this just makes it easy because, again, the mat's doing all the work for us, yet we're doing something so good for the body. And it's also great for the mind as well, because it's very peaceful. You just go through those programs. They're anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes. Right now, it's working right above my glutes, going into my lower back. Again, it's very gradual, very slow, and you feel that stretch. It's awesome.
Brooke, you're a busy executive and a busy mom. That 9 to 12 minutes, that might be the only 9 to 12 minutes that is you time in a day.
You are absolutely right. So wait, let's just talk about these pictures here. So there's a couple ways to use it. At the bottom there, you see that that's a more advanced way to use it because her legs are stretched out.
Yep.
If you are just starting out, then keep your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and just work it out that way. And there's a pillow that's adjustable for your comfort. Again, that remote is always attached, and this folds up, by the way. And it actually just allows you to store that wherever you see fit. You can store it right underneath a bed or in a closet. It makes it easy. And he's probably on a program called Twist. That's the first program. And you can see how it's gradually lifting that shoulder blade up, twisting it to one side, and in the bottom it's working on that lumbar area. So important. It truly is. I mean, obviously, like I said, there's stores you can go to now to actually get stretched out. And now you can do it in the privacy of your own home for as long as you want.
Well, here's my daily routine. I'm very much a creature of habit. First of all, I blew out 2 discs in my lower back, involved in professional motorsports 30 years ago. And it's plagued me ever since. So the first thing that I do, and when I say I crawl out of bed, I literally crawl out of bed because I become stiff every single night. And the first thing that I do is I lay on the floor for 7 minutes and I do stretching exercises. But they're manual exercises, and that's bending a knee up to my chest and holding it. Right now I'm working through a knee injury, so I can't do it as much. So I wake up every morning feeling tight. I think this is a therapeutic thing. And HoMedics is the only company that I know of that has figured out a way to do it so that it's not outrageously expensive, but you're getting those professional results. And I think it's wonderful. I think it's brilliant.
It is. It's wonderful. People are really enjoying it. They love it because they understand that they're doing something good for their body. But like you said, like for me, I hold all my stress in between my shoulder blades. There's no way I would ever be able to stretch that area on my own. With the mat, I literally just relax. I relax my body, relax my mind. I let it go to work for me. And it feels good. And when you get off, you just feel a little looser. It's funny, Alberti got off of this and he was on air one day and he's like, you know what? I feel like a scarecrow because it really does. Isn't that funny? But it's so true. Love this.
He's a funny man. How long has HoMedics been with us now, Brooke?
Oh my gosh, probably close to 28 years,
28
I think.
years, yeah.
Yeah. And again, they are the leader in health and wellness, and they truly understand how important stretching is to the human body. Oh my gosh, right now, it's again right where my lower back is, and it's just stretching it out. It feels good. It doesn't hurt, but you can see it gradually lifts, it holds, and then it gradually lowers.
Also, there's another factor.
So cool, right?
Yeah, it is. My favorite setting, I know you like the twist and the energize. I like the flow. Because it's from neck down to your buttocks, and it's a stretching exercise that I couldn't possibly do on my own. And your body has muscle memory. So once your body gets used to being more flexible, it tends to remember that feeling, and it's more than therapeutic. I really think it's a way of preventing future injury for people, and I think the price is right at under $200. Brooke, thank you for bringing it to me, letting me present it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. And again, it maintains that range of motion in our joints because without it, our muscles do become short and tight.
Yep.
And I think so many of us as we age can relate to that. So enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Flexibility is the definition of youth. Our first item, and you might have missed it, were the slitted clamshell openers.